Greetings, developers, metaverse architects, and hackathon participants. Welcome to the Moralis Cronos Metaverse Gaming Hackathon Awards ceremony. I hope that you are all as excited as I am because this is the culmination, the conclusion of several weeks of development on brand new Web3 games. And we have selected our 3 winners. And so we're going to go over those today. If you're sitting at a workstation right now, get ready because some of this, and in fact, many elements of it, will be interactive. You can follow along with us and check out these games as we go. But before we get into that, I want to welcome to the stage all of our panelists today. We've got people from Moralis and Cronos joining us here today. I want to welcome Shiv, Yosef, Leslie, and Rick to the stage here. Gentlemen, how are you doing today?
Yep, I'll start first. So I'm doing great, excited to see the projects. I've tried all the games, all the 3, and I'm kind of confused. If I would be judge, I'd like, okay, all 3 projects are great. So excited to try it out and excited for people joining in the game as well with us. Over to you, Joseph.
Yeah, I'm also doing great and very excited of the game. I think like a lot of good projects has been submitted for the hackathon, and yeah, really excited to showcase it later.
Yeah, pretty excited about the closing ceremony, and then it's been a great month working together with the Moralis team and also many developers on Get a Town, etc. So wonderful hackathon. So we were going to see the final winner of this hackathon, and then this is awesome. Yeah, I'll pass it to Rick.
Yeah, I can just add to what you guys just mentioned there. Really cool projects, really great work, everyone. All I can say is thank you for the great submissions and all the work that you have put in so far.
Amazing. So I just wanted to mention, if you're joining us here for maybe the first time or you missed the pitch session from earlier this week, take a look in the Moralis Web3 community channel. There's a recording of that pitch session where you can see all of the finalists explaining their own projects, going through details and aspects that they're especially proud of. This live stream, we're going to go over specifically our top 3 and the winners of this hackathon, first, second, and third. Now, before we get into that, I want to address everybody who participated in this hackathon, is building on Cronos right now, or maybe just considering building on Cronos with Moralis. First and foremost, our relationship with Cronos is just getting started. We can think of this hackathon as like a homecoming party where we're getting started with something which is really going to last a much longer period of time. We're going to support your development through Moralis on Cronos for now and going forward to perpetuity. And so what we want to see is you guys getting excited about what you're going to do next. And we're going to help you do that as we present things here today. Now, one other thing I wanted to point out, if you were not selected as a finalist, and I know that several people worked very hard on their dApps and unfortunately just didn't make that finalist list this time, we still want to support your dApp development. And if you're proud of what you built, reach out to Yosef, our community engineers in Discord, and let's find a route to showcasing that dApp, to showing the way that you used Moralis and Cronos together to make something amazing. If it's not quite ready yet, that's okay. We'll get it to the point where we're ready to showcase it with you and then give it a nice stage so that we can enjoy it together and continue this celebration longer. But without any further ado, let's get into the finalists here. So I'm going to clear off our stage a little bit and leave only Shiv, Leslie, and Rick for this presentation here. Oops. All right. So here we are with the number 3 pick. Shiv, can you prepare your screen? As soon as Shiv has his screen shared. And I'll pop it up here as soon as we have the number 3 choice. I should have had drum roll ready. I do have some effects ready for us here, but Shiv, are you ready with that on your screen?
Yep, I'm ready with that.
It looks like you're still sharing your stream screen. Oh, here we are. All right. Here it is. The number 3 prize winner for the Moralis Cross Cronos Metaverse Gaming Hackathon is Cronos Invaders. Congratulations to Cronos Invaders for an amazing contribution to this hackathon. Now, if you saw our pitch session, Cronos Invaders is a variation on a very old game concept, Space Invaders. And let's take a look here together. Shiv, go ahead and get started.
Yep, an amazing game, which is could say a better version for Galaxy. It's the one that I used to play in my childhood. So in this game, you just move around, and then you could see the different enemies coming in, and you could just shoot it to them. And if they just reach out like till your end, let's say for this crown, then that's a negative point. And if you have more negative points, you die, basically. An interesting game. It
Beautiful.
gave me some nostalgia of my childhood game addictions of this as well.
I was going to say
that. No. Yeah. This gets intense, when you have many what do you say, that enemies coming into your direction. And I love the fact how it changes the color, like you see now that's blue enemies are more here, then it's just blue, and then the red one comes and it changes the background somehow to it. Now they start fighting at you as well, which makes it a bit more intense. Okay. Oh, oops. Okay.
Now, I wanted to mention there's also a PvP aspect to this game that was demoed during our finalist showcase. So if you want to check that out, and the now we won't be posting the addresses for the demos, but you can see it at the top of the screen, chronosinvaders.com. So if you want to take a look at that and try it out, we encourage you to do so.
Yep.
And also I'm sorry, go ahead, Shiv.
Yeah, I was saying that once you try it, post it on Twitter, so you can tag to us, you can connect with the people who have made this game, and yeah, that will be fun.
Absolutely. And we'll be watching for future development as well. Now, I also wanted to ask Rick and Leslie, what about this game? Because we saw so many great games, and obviously we're just getting started here, but what about this one really stood out to you guys?
Yeah, I think it's like the graphic itself, and I would say that it's like a rather simple one, but it's also simple, but it works pretty smoothly with the Wi-Fi integration, the locking in, and also all those elements with Moralis as well. So I think this one is pretty nice and simple, but it also works pretty well. Yeah.
That's a great point. And that's something I'd like to emphasize as people are watching this and perhaps prepping for future events. Sometimes simpler is better. And that's what we saw here. Relatively simple concept, but presented in a beautiful and working way. And congratulations to the developers of Cronos Invaders. We wish you guys the most success going forward. Now, as we go here, we do have time for, brief comments and questions in the chat. So feel free to throw those up there as we're going. And if we see any, we will throw those up there as well.
I was just game over in that, but yeah. One more aspect that I would like to share about the game is that it's more of a fun aspect oriented. Like as you progress in the game, there are new elements coming in. Like it's not just the same constant thing leveling up. Like then you see the spaceships which are getting invisible in a bit. Then you could see that they're fighting, and then they're combining both. They're getting invisible, they're fighting it. So yeah, it gets fun while you're playing it. So I really like that aspect of the project as well. Kudos to the devs.
Absolutely. And I think that that's going to be one of the common themes that we find throughout these games. That not only do they utilize Web3 and have elements that are really bringing them to the next level and the next stage of game development, they are fun to play in their current state. And without embellishing on that too much, let's get into the next award. So our second place award went to a bit different type of game. I would say that this is maybe one of the more visually impressive games that we received in terms of our submissions. And I'm going to go ahead and get it started here on my screen so that we can take a look here together. All right. So the number 2 pick, number 2 winner for the Moralis Cross Cronos Metaverse Gaming Hackathon is Planet Giants. Congratulations to Planet Giants for their submission. Great work, guys. So let's get into it a little bit and play a little Planet Giant. The first thing you do is you select your character. Now, right now, I've only got one available to me, so I'm going to try that one out. First thing I've got to do is connect my wallet. Oh, and I apologize. I'm going to need to scan with my camera here quickly.
Yep. I really like how the graphics of this game are. Like it looks really cool. Looks like you're playing a AAA level game. So I really like that aspect.
Each of these games, not only the winners, but also the finalists are being featured in another Moralis report that we're working on right now. Every single time we do a hackathon, we're going to be putting together some resources, spotlighting all of the submissions, and this will be no exception for this one. All right, so I've just logged in. 1 second while I get my camera turned back on here. All right, we're back. And let's jump in. So as you can see, it's a fully usable 3D environment and makes use of several controls which 3D gamers will find familiar, such as shift to run versus walk, hold shift, and jumping is performed using the space bar, just like we would expect. Now, the object of this game is to rescue a series of little fairies before I'm trampled by this huge giant here. And also before the time runs out. So here's one right there. Actually, there's two right here. Now, Shiv, can you pull up the URL where they can download these games or this demo? Should they want to give it a shot themselves?
I can do that, yeah. Let me just grab that and share in the chat.
Perfect, yep.
And Phil, don't forget to collect the coins.
Oh, I need to collect the coin.
Yeah, those are important.
Oh,
Oops.
I was just trampled by the giant before I was able to. Now, that was actually one of the things that, because I have only spent a little bit of time playing this so far, I was very impressed by it visually, as you can see. Now, how do I collect the coins? I have to climb up there, I assume.
Oh yeah, probably you have to like purchase new skills in order to like jump
I
higher.
probably would.
Yep. You have to
Okay.
level up with an NFT.
Some of the aspects of this game are enhanced by being able to purchase items or find items such as, I know there's a pogo stick that increases your jump ability, which would probably help me in collecting the coins. Much of this can be explored on your own by downloading the demo, or I should say all of it. And I highly recommend doing that for anybody that's interested. All right.
Yeah, and I think they have like different achievement. So it's a pretty completed gaming experience.
That's correct. Actually, did anybody have a little bit further progression on the game that they wanted to show? All I had prepared was showing the initials in it. But if somebody's made it a little further and wants to share their screen, we certainly have time for that.
Not exactly.
See a question in the chat. When will there be another hackathon? Next week. Next week is the start of our next hackathon. It is co-sponsored by us and Google, as well as some other ecosystem partners. So take a look at our website, moralis.io/Google-hackathon for more details on that.
And I have a bounty question here. Like, if someone can guess the first prize, then we're gonna send them some Moralis merch. Let's get some comments in here. Like, let's get some guesses here.
Perfect. That sounds good. That sounds good. Oh, you're talking about for our final winner, our number one pick.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Feel free to share that in the comments.
Do we have any guesses as to who it may be? Anybody in the chat have guesses as to who our grand prize winner for this hackathon has been? You might have a good idea if you watched our pitch stream from a few days ago. I'll give a hint. Multiplayer capabilities are functioning already, and we're going to demo them here soon.
Okay, Madhav says,
the names.
yeah, you could just tell the characteristics of the game, Madhav. Like, maybe like if you feel like it had a cricket bat in it, you just mention cricket bat, and we can still count that in. Okay, Mike says forest kind of game.
A forest kind of game. It is. There are some trees in it.
Yeah, it's part of the element.
Yeah. Part of it. Mm-hmm.
Part of it.
Yeah. What it's like
one of the
pretty crucial element, I would say.
I mean, without the forest, you wouldn't have them, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Character can dance in it. That's another point here.
Added yet, but it certainly could be.
Oh, Android there.
We got something very close.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is close.
Okay, on that note, let's get down to it. The grand prize winner for the Moralis Cross Cronos Metaverse Gaming Hackathon to be disclosed here today in the next 30 seconds. Yes. Navy Online. Congratulations to our grand prize winner, Navy Online. So at this point, I want everybody, unless of course you're listening to us in the car, please be safe while driving. But if you're at home, go to Navy.online on your workstation. We're going to play some Navy Online together. Now, I did not prep the game developers that we would be doing this. So it's possible that as all of us are logging in at once, that we may have some slight delays. But that's okay. This is an absolutely great MVP. I'm very excited to check it out with all of you. So let's slowly now get into it. Once you get to the page, you just click the play now. We will need to connect our wallets in order to have our ship show up with our name on it. So I'm already logged in to my Web3 wallet. I'm using essentially MetaMask here. And I had more luck connecting to the Cronos mainnet when connecting at first, but I know some people have had more with luck with the testnet. I'm not sure which one, but go ahead and start with the mainnet for that. Click log in. Then you should see your address appear here. Now, Many of these buttons work and do prompt transactions, but we're going to leave that alone for now because it's possible to test out the game without really running any transactions and you don't even have to connect your wallet, but I do recommend it because then it'll show up as your wallet in the game. When we click Start Game, we're brought to the map. Now, for our demo here, we're going to congregate over by this pirate skull here. So each of these skulls on the map indicates a boss or another ship that you can battle. We're going to have one ship to battle here, and we're going to try to attack that ship together.
That sounds good.
Awesome.
All right. Are you guys all ready?
Yep. I'm there.
I'm ready and
I'm
excited.
in.
Let's kill the boss first, and
I
then we
already,
have
I
PvP.
already saw like 4 players.
Someone is shooting me.
Let's get started.
Mate,
All right.
Oh, sorry, guys.
Okay. Oh, damn!
think I
I'm
shoot
getting
you.
hit a lot.
You do use the arrow keys for movement, E and Q for guns. And as you can see, we have a little naval battle going on here already. If you're watching at home, feel free to pop in with us and join us in this little battle.
That's nice.
Awesome. Okay.
Okie dokie, I need to run. I'm getting attacked here.
Here I go. Attack someone.
Now, if we go up this way, I think we're going to get to the pirates. Okay,
Doing
here's the
massive
pirates. We're going to take
PvP.
care of that.
Oh, I destroyed
Oh, I
one.
died.
Did I kill someone?
All right, we destroyed the pirates just in time to be ransacked by this other ship coming our way.
So I actually think I destroyed one of you guys by mistake.
Yeah, that was me.
They have.
Sorry.
the ship is
That's
destroyed,
friendly fire.
protect her and get back in.
Yep, that's what I'm doing.
I think the objective of this map is like we would have to kill the pirate altogether instead of like doing
Yep.
this PvP thing.
That's
Players being players. What can I say?
Yeah.
Being the competitive players.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but it's like the only thing that like me and Phil was like complaining before we start this live show is like why don't they do ASWD?
Yeah. That's what we were thinking. We even made a joke. So in this game, Q and E are fire.
Yeah.
And I said, well, if that makes sense when the developer is in their 20s, but if the developer was in their 30s, it would be Control and Alt for fire. And if you get that joke, you're probably in your 30s.
I didn't get it. Totally.
Too young.
What are you talking about?
So in old Apogee games, like side scrollers and a lot of 2D DOS games, Control and Alt are jump and fire because you're using your arrow keys for movement. This is in the era when not every computer had a mouse.
I think I'm gonna kill the pirate right now.
Mhm.
It
Perfect,
feels
the pirate
cool.
is dead.
I think we already killed the parrot.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, it's already
Then
dead.
I'm in another server then with new people.
All right, guys. I'm also going to show a couple other aspects of this game here for our viewers. So while this is an early MVP, we're very excited about what elements to this game might be introduced later on, like additional cannons and speed upgrades and things like that, many of which have been discussed. One of the other things that is already functional in the game are these little islands, and you can use these. Well, I should say that they'll play a major role later on in terms of producing resources and other things like that. Right now, it's more of a proof of concept, but still very cool that this is visitable by not only you, but multiple players at the same time, and somewhat interactive already. If anybody is still in game with me, go ahead and meet me over at the boss battle here. Let's see if we can take out this boss in order to end our interactive adventure here.
Oh my god,
Yeah, I'm
that's
here.
a big ship.
Jesus.
All right, guys,
Oh,
we got
Let's
this. Now,
kill
I've
it.
heard from the
I only
developers.
have
of
120
AI
left on my hull.
I've heard from the developers that the AI isn't quite complete yet. So you should be safe from a lot of the bosses if you're off to the side like this,
Ah,
at least until that's upgraded.
I found a cheat.
Phil is already getting in the gamer shoes now, trying all the hacks.
So if you park yourself behind the ship, and the boss, you can actually beat him.
And there we are. We've defeated the boss. Congratulations to the developers of Navy Online. Really, really cool MVP. And we're really proud to name you guys as the first place winners of this hackathon. Now, at that point, go ahead and close this down for now. You guys are welcome to continue playing both at home and here in the studio as we keep going. But I do want to continue on from here and extend a special thank you to Cronos, RockX, and Covalent for being a part of this hackathon effort. It's really actually the first time that we've ever had a gaming specific hackathon at Moralis. And it ended up producing some of the highest density of quality gaming dApps that I've ever seen from a hackathon. There were, and I really mean that, there were good projects that we were not able to include in the finalists for one reason or another, and we would love to see continued development on that. We want to support you guys and keep you building on Cronos for that matter too.
Yeah, I'd like to jump into this, and it's like, well, I mean, this is not the this is just the beginning, right? I mean, even though you have like some ideas in terms of like building on Chronos, other than joining, that there will be some other hackathon that we will be hosting in the future, and also we're having this accelerate program and also ecosystem grant that to support developers to build on Chronos. So if you interested, and then of course, well, go to our main website Cronos.org for more information. And of course, well, you can always ping me on Discord channel. So we have myself and also our solution engineering team will be there to help you out. Yeah,
absolutely. And this is all part of what we're building in Web3 is a Web3 community. And if you're developing using these new tech stacks, using EVM, using Moralis, working on blockchains like Cronos, then you're part of a small elite group. And if you feel like some days it's hard, that's because it is. But it's also worthwhile. And we're very much in this with you, because the success that we'll have in the long run with our dApps and with our community is something that we're going to share together. So that's what we're working towards. And we want to uphold our end of that promise right away for you guys. And that's what that 24/7 support is all about. And special thank you to our community engineers and partners at Cronos for that. We do have, as mentioned earlier, an upcoming event next week. If you're not yet registered for that, again, it's moralis.io/Cronos-hackathon. I know that, or sorry, /Google-hackathon. Cronos also has another event that they wanted to share with you about. So let me give it again over to Leslie and Rick to talk about their upcoming event.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. So yeah, some of you might know already. For those who don't, we will be at Ethereum ETH Lisbon from the 28th until the 30th of October. That's actually just 1 week or a couple of days before Web Summit, which is also going to take place in Lisbon. So if anyone is going to be around, please feel free to say hello. We will have a booth there, and we would be happy, to meet you guys.
Amazing. Thank you so much, guys. And thank you to everybody who joined us today. This was a lot of fun putting on this short closing awards ceremony for you guys. I look forward to seeing every single one of you at a future event. And at future engagements of all sorts in Web3, because we're really building a community here, and we're very, very proud of it, and we're very proud that you're part of it. Have a wonderful day, and see everybody next time.
Yep. Just before we see off and start the stream, I just want to say Harshit Patel and there was another guy called Andrew Cruz. You guys were the first one who guessed our winners. So just jump in our Discord. It's moralis.io/Discord, and you could write it down to any team member. You could just tag them, and we'll get you some merch.
You got it.
Perfect. Thank you guys for